Alright, next, well, I accidentally closed that video. So I guess we'll do this in a two-part. So this is tune-up part 2. Also, I got to skedaddle. These guys are about to leave. I did not realize how late it had gotten. Alright, so we're going to slap our tubes in here. We've got our nice fresh O-rings on there, nice and professional. We're going to make our customer great again. We will revisit that other forklift a little bit later. I taught those guys to think about the forklift too. Alright, so we'll put these in. And then we're going to get our spark plugs. I am of the breed of mechanic that I rather like dielectric grease, and I like that it comes in this kit. Most of the Toyota tune-up kits will come with a little bit of dielectric grease, and it just seals the threads and makes it better. Electrical connection. Electrical connection. Sounds like it should be some rust, huh? Electrical connection. Alright, we're going to be nice and gentle with our rotor. As I had explained, you can... a lot of problems causing the ignition system will be here at the rotor. And that distributor looks pretty good. The coil pickup looks pretty good. Let's open up our dielectric grease. Dielectric grease. This is a mechanic's best friend. Well, one of them. Alright, so we need to poke it open. Oops, I've always loved that. Multi-use cap to the plugs on the box because we got a skedat. Rigga, what's up with that? I gotta leave it 4. They don't let me hear after that. I'm glad I didn't pursue a career in rap. I've actually got some pretty sick flows, but we'll talk about that later. Alright, we're gonna put just a little bit. Alright, we're not gonna go crazy with it. I'm gonna be conservative, not liberal. I'm just kidding. What does politics have to do with this? Nothing and everything. Like the Ozempic commercial, right? Nothing is everything. Alright. Let's see. Let's make sure I got that threaded straight. Because we don't want no problems like that. I'm just doing my thing. Wrenches on the plug. Bang, bang, bang. I'll be like, whoa, don't cross thread it like that. Because you don't want no problems like that. Shout out to rap and hip hop. As Tom McDonald says, we're going to be okay. Because gangster rap raised us. It's true. Listening to Korn and Korn and Wu-Tang Clan, right? I guess those are different generations there. Well, I mean, geez, even the split between Korn and Limp Bizkit, right? I mean, it was kind of, rap rock versus new metal. I was always of the Korn variety. BMX and skateboard, not rollerblade, right? A curved brim hat, not the flat tip, not the flat, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, all you Fred Durst guys, some 41 guys. I was more Korn, Dying Fetus, Cannibal Corpse, Hatebreed for sure, right? Although I got down with Linkin Park, so I'm not gonna diss the Linkin Park crew. Those of us who listen to Linkin Park, we know damn well Chet didn't kill himself. You know damn well he spent his career telling us not to kill ourselves. What kind of message does that send, right? I mean, you might say some of us are alive because of him, and yet he rests in his grave because he was going to tell on the elite. I say down with the elite. I love this country, but I hate the system. Geez, man, I did 13 to 18 or 14 to 18 in juvenile hall. 18 to almost 20 in county jail, and then in county jail a final time for a year fighting a case that I got 4 years for. Guy spits in my wife's face. I kick his ass. Oh, hey, my daughter got a report card. She did great. Oh, good. Hopefully they don't have to live half the hell I did, but anyway, we kick his ass. I get 4 years. Did 3 years, 8 months of that. Stories for another day. Stories for another day. It's all right, guys. We made it, because I went to prison. I even told Elijah, God rest his soul, that I'm not going to come to prison and get religious. I've already been in jail. Yeah, well, what's funny about Jesus is he isn't entirely concerned about your schedule. And if he wants to get a hold of you, he will. And when you see the Lord, you will cry. Whether you love him or hate him, you'll be on your knees worshiping. And that's why people say, how can you be a Christian and listen to Slayer? You want to know why I listen to Slayer? Slayer's definitive proof that God exists, specifically Jesus. You cannot hate something that much that isn't real. They hate Jesus. They hate him. They hate the name. They hate everything about the whole thing. They hate it. The whole thing, I think it's sick. Slipknot said. And so I like that. I like to, I listen along, and when he's like, I'll never be a disciple, I'm like, fine. It's your eternity. Yeah, I always like subliminally, fight back. Speaking of fighting back, big shout out to Rage Against the Machine. Is their message message relevant now more than ever, or what? I mean, oh my God. We gotta take the power back. Yes, we do. We, the people, are the owners of the United States, not the government. The government didn't make the people made the government. We own the government. We can tell them to fuck off. How dare you tell me I can't have my gun? What, because I've been in jail? What does that have to do with anything? This fucking turn of the century, they let you out to give you your pistol back? Your saddle? You know what I mean? I don't need the saddle anymore, but I need my pistol. So come and get it. I hear there was a DEA agent shot trying to repossess some of his guns just recently. And while I do not advocate violence, I was once a violent person, and I told God if he got me out of that hellhole alive, then I would never be violent with somebody ever again unless I absolutely had to. And for the last 12 years, I've kept that promise. I had a little skirmish with Steve over there at Bob Jr.'s. But I love those guys. We were fighting hard when we left, and we parted ways. God, Shane and Bobby, especially Shane, he really didn't want me to leave. I really love Shane. That guy's a real good dude, man. And Bobby, what a fun character that guy is. Oh, I just love those two. And yes, their sister was quite beautiful. Good Lord, what's her name? Of course, I can't remember her name now. Come on, buddy. It was... anyway, I forget. I'll remember later, just randomly. But she was a fine piece. But she already had too many gentleman callers in her life. Too many baby daddies. I decided to not throw mine in with the hat there. And besides, I'm married to a girl who's 10 times anything she could ever be. Monique. God, she was beautiful. She was fun to flirt with too. But not seriously. I wouldn't. Listen, I'm a married man. I'm not trying to mess around like that. I've been with my wife 16 years, and I don't know if you, how do you go 16 years with anybody? I got homeboys I can't go 16 years with, right? Even we get tired of each other. I get tired of myself. But, really though, I love my woman, Danielle. She really is unlike any other broad here. She's got more patience than anybody I've ever met. I don't know how you can be human and have that much patience. She just loves me, and sometimes I'm like, girl, I don't love me that much. You know that? I mean, how the fuck do you care so much about me? But she does. For a girl who cheated on me in prison, and that was a special circumstance. She spent the last 12 years making it up to me. She is undyingly faithful. This girl, I've never seen it. I've never seen loyalty like that. Every relationship I've ever been in, either they cheated or I cheated or we both cheated. But Danielle, she fucked up while I was in prison and gave me my most epic moment. She hates this part, but I came home because, God said in Corinthians, you husbands, don't you know your wives could be saved because of you? And I heard God talking to me. So I went home and she answered the door that day, and lucky it wasn't one of the homies, man. It would have been a bad day. But anyways, I digress. She opened the door and she said, why would you want me back? Why would you take me back after everything I've done? And I was like, oh, here we go. Ready? Testing. Because I promised you better or worse. This is worse. We got nowhere to go but better. Mic drop, sucker. Boom. And that's how you keep your woman. They're calling guys like that simp. They say, he's a simp. Listen, man. I ain't no simp. Only on Sundays. I simp a little bit, but that doesn't make me a simp. I will knock you the fuck out. Know that. Any of my homies that watch this, all my ghost audience, press 1 if you agree. Don't forget to like and subscribe, right? And anyways, what is that? What does that mean? To bow down to her? she is a submissive. I am obviously dominant. So she has her place and she likes it. She doesn't want to be in control. She hated it when she had to run everything. She hated it when she had boyfriends that wanted her to do all the work. And that's not how it should be. I'm the man. I was built for work. She's the woman. She was built to care for life. You know, and that's why we got healthy kids, because of her. And we have money and a roof over those kids' house because of me. Although I'm totally lying. I don't have any money. I legitimately don't. But anyway, like I said, if there's anything good in me, it's from God or Danielle. I wrote her a song that's how the chorus goes. If there's anything good in me, it's because she makes the light in me shine. You know, I ain't shit without her. And any powerful man you'll find has a powerful woman behind him. You know, and I remind her all the time, you know, not being the dominant one is good. It gives you a clear head. My aggression and my testosterone and my, you know, my ways, right? Sometimes they cost me friends. Sometimes they cost me jobs, opportunities, you know? But she can see clearly because she's not, her vision isn't clogged by all that. And besides, you know, I mean, remember 300, right? You know, was she cowering in fear when, you know, Leonidas left for the war? No, she was every bit as dangerous as him. Look at the Lion Kingdom. The girl, the female lion actually does most of the hunting. The male will only get involved if she misses or she fucks up somehow. You know, he's the king, and she's good with him being the king. But she's just as dangerous. Seen on National Geographic one time, Mama Lion was bit by a rattlesnake, and she was fucked up, man. And they still couldn't get her. She was blinded and drooling, poisoned by the rattlesnake, and still they couldn't get to her. That is a dangerous mama. Is the male lion more dangerous? Oh yes, 1,000 times. But that sort of accentuates, glorifies the male lion, doesn't it? Because the female, you know, is every bit as tough. If you can't handle the female, and the male is 10 times heavier and stronger, well, goddamn. Forget it. We'll go find easier prey. All right, number one, over here at the fan. Good thing these are labeled, huh? Oh yeah, I remember the fear as a beginning mechanic. You pull all the wires off, and you go, oh, no, I don't know where you go. Where do you know where they go? Well, it turns out if you just keep plugging them in different combinations, you'll eventually get it to stop backfiring. And, you know, long enough anyway to go get a manual. I can hear Dennis Schaefer in my ear. Read the manual. Look at it. Yeah, I said, what are the torque specs for these headbolts? I said, I don't know. Look at the fucking manual. And then I learned a really hard lesson. You know, guys? That's why I'm wearing gloves. Because my hands are all dirty on my 18. And I go and I get his manual. Then I look and I get the information. I put it back on the shelf. There's a little library there. And he goes to look at the same manual and he's like, God damn it, kid, come here. I'm like, oh boy. And he goes, I've had this manual longer than you've been alive. And in 5 minutes you go along and put fingerprints in it. He was so fucking mad. I thought he was going to kill me. He was so mad. And now I've got manuals that, you know, I've had for 10 years. My daughter's 11, right? And I'm like, oh, Chad, buddy, you messed his manuals up the one time you looked at him. Oh, I get it, you know, I see it all now. So many things you don't know as a child revealed to you as an adult. Even things as an adult, you know, that are later revealed for even more truth at a later time when you're ready for it. Because God doesn't give you more than you can handle. On all levels, man. He'll wait until you're mature enough. Stuff I'm learning about my life and my past, myself, just now. I'm 40 years old. Keep in mind that Moses, who had a speech impairment, was, you know, somewhere in his 800s or 80, either way you look at it, whichever party you believe. He was an old man either way. By the time God could use him, you know, he killed a Hebrew. And God was like, all right, buddy, you gotta go. You gotta go 10 sheep or something to calm the hell down. Then when he was an old man, God said, all right, now I can use you. You sure don't talk well, though, so let's, Aaron, you go with it. Oh, yeah, that's what this channel's going to be. I'm going to preach to you guys, and we're going to fix forklifts, all right? So I will be right back for the reveal. Actually, well, there's your tune-up. This thing needs a jump start. They left the key on, battery's dead. So we'll come back. All right, back to the last few minutes here. Thanks for being a great audience. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Tell 5 friends and win $0. And well, I'll give you a prize. A thumbs up. And where's my other forklift brother out there? There you go. He does the tool review, and these guys doing their fake tool reviews. I love that guy. He's great. He's very sensible, common sense, calm and quiet. Another guy I listen to on YouTube here is John Levy with the Old World theories and stuff. Very, very, very fun, very interesting. But the way he talks, and what do we make of this? Could these buildings really have been built by the people at that time? And I love it. It's the way a therapist talks to you. God knows I could use some therapy. Let's see if she'll fire up on a jump box. That is the old interstate jump box there. Well, looks like we also have some sort of fuel problem. So on we go with the diagnostics on this one. Stay tuned, folks.